Hi guys, it's me, Dimension Battles, and we finished the Forbidden cards. That's right, we have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have exactly 11 Forbidden cards, which is funny. It's an odd number. I thought for sure we'd have exactly 10 or 12, but no, we have all 11 Forbidden cards for the game, and I might make a battle video sometime soon when my friend comes back, hopefully for the holidays, maybe Thanksgiving, and we're going to battle using the Forbidden cards, so there'll be new Forbidden decks. Anyways, so first off, for the Forbidden cards, if you don't know how Forbidden cards work really quickly, no matter how often you shuffle your deck, the Forbidden cards always go at the bottom because they're in the red sleeves. Normally we have blue sleeves for my Dimension Battles cards. And yeah, so it takes a while to get to the Forbidden cards because they're at the bottom of the deck. So you have to go through all the rest of your deck to get to the Forbidden cards. So for the very first Forbidden card, we have Decoy, a stage 1 rare with 0 power and 800 defense. And his effect says your opponent can only attack this creature while it's on the field. So basically, he's a decoy. And I love drawing this style with the stick figures. You'll see I made another Forbidden card later with this exact style. It kind of makes it look like it has some kind of energy flowing through it, you know, like it's blue on the outside and little white on the inside. And it was funny because Decoy was originally going to have red fire, but I made it blue fire because I was thinking of Dobby from My Hero Academia, but I was also thinking that I wanted to make him a no-type card because he's already generic with the gray chains, so I thought it should be a generic Decoy. So yeah, that's the first Forbidden card we made. I think it's one of the first ones is Decoy. Then afterwards, we have Wasteland Survivor, a rare no-type card, and he has no stage, and his effect says this card's stage is the same as the current game stage, which is a really interesting ability. He has 600 power and 600 defense, so he's fairly strong, and he can be used at any time. So he may be a stage 4, but if the game stage is a little bit lower, he might have a lower stage. And that'll partner well with the new cards that I showed in the last video, which is card duplication and red card, which lets you draw from the bottom of the deck. So definitely will help with the Forbidden cards. Yeah, where it says no, draw the top card of your Forbidden deck. So yeah, specifically for the Forbidden cards. And then we have Forbidden Sorcerer, a stage 3 ultra. I should probably show the cards too, because they're basically honorary Forbidden cards. So we have, these are normal cards, but it's red card and a stage 1 ultra rare. Lift up your normal deck and draw the top card of your Forbidden deck. So it allows you to get your Forbidden cards faster. Then card duplication, target an item card in your discard pile and its effect becomes the same as that card. So I didn't want to make 2 red cards because I thought that'd be boring. So card duplication is like the second red card basically, so you can activate red card one more time. And this is all because it would take so long to get to the bottom of the Forbidden deck. So definitely getting a Forbidden card early is a nice strategy to have. Then we have Forbidden Sorcerer, a stage 3 ultra. It's the card that I ripped in half. Like, look, I literally ripped it in half and put it back in the sleeve. That was so funny. I was actually really high on cold medicine. I drank a lot of cold medicine, and I was a little bit loopy when I ripped this card in half. But you know what? Even though I'm no longer sick, I still think it's a good idea that I ripped it in half. It was one of those funny things where I was like, oh, I should rip a card in half, you know, and I did it. When this card is sent from the field to the discard pile, make your opponent's health 1 or your own health 10, which is a crazy ability. And basically, this is kind of like a stalling card. Like, you don't want your opponent doesn't want this on your field because then they won't be able to attack without consequences. Then this is one of the first item cards I made for the Forbidden cards. We have Prediction, a stage 1 rare. Look at your opponent's hand and look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck and place them back in any order. And I think it's funny that I worded it like that because it sounds like you can place your opponent's hand back in any order too. But yeah, this basically rearranges the way your opponent's hand works, and it's a cool ability. Then we have Mutated Warrior. It's a combination of a whole bunch of Dimension Battles cards, and I showed this a year ago, I think. And Mutated Warrior is a stage 4 ultra rare with 700 power and 900 defense. And when destroyed, you can draw the bottommost card of your deck. So instead of drawing the topmost Forbidden card, it's the very bottom, which is one of the Forbidden cards, which is really interesting. Then after that, we have Defiant Penguin, a stage... Actually, you know, that I didn't think about it. I should have wrote Forbidden deck. But whatever, it's deck. You know, it works for Forbidden cards. Defiant Penguin, a stage 1 common, and I feel like all the other Forbidden cards looked really strong. So that's why I like making Defiant Penguin, because it was a simple card, but it still made it into the Forbidden cards. Defiant Penguin is stage 1 common, 100 power and 200 defense, but its effect because you can summon this card to your opponent's field by using their token. Kind of one of the weaker Forbidden cards, which is why he's only a common, but I definitely wanted Forbidden cards that have a crazy strong ability, but it is funny that you send it to your opponent's field using their own token, so it could have a negative ability or something lame and your opponent doesn't want it there, and you waste the token that they've been saving up. So definitely an interesting one. Then we have Time Golem. When I came back after not uploading for a while, we made Time Golem. A stage 1 ultra 100 power and 0 defense. And when destroyed, put the bottommost card in your deck on the top, which is another card that helps you draw Forbidden cards. At the end of the turn, this card was destroyed. Regain all damage you took this turn to your health. So Time Golem basically rewinds time. So he's really weak and he's like eroding, or he's like disintegrating basically, but he's corroding. That's what I meant to say, he's corroding. But he's falling apart, and you can see he is like growing moss, and he's getting really old, and he has the staff, and you can picture him in his heyday looking really cool, and he's held together by this time crystal. I imagine that he was just a normal golem, then he suffered an injury to his heart or something, and they replaced it with a time crystal. Ooh, a little bit lower for the cards. So his time golem basically rewinds time, and it's also more support for drawing forbidden cards. Then we have Icy, a stage 1 common with 200 power and 0 defense. And when destroyed, your opponent's creature that destroyed this card can no longer attack. So it basically freezes it and traps the opponent's creature. If this card's in your discard pile, all stage 1 ice types gain 100 power permanently. So this is definitely good ice type support. And I want to make more cards that support the ice types, because I feel like I really neglect the ice types once in a while, and this definitely adds to it. And it freezes your opponent's creature, which is a good ability. Then we have Ancient Mirror, a stage 1 ultra rare. This is another item card. I definitely wanted to work on more item cards for the game, so we have a couple more Dimension Battles item cards for the forbidden cards. Ancient Mirror is a stage 1 ultra rare. You can target one creature on your opponent's field and summon this card as a creature with the same name, stage, effects, power, and defense. And this Ancient Mirror, I forgot to say it when I first showed it in the last video, but Ancient Mirror is even a better card, because Ancient Mirror can be played without using any tokens, which is crazy. Because usually in order to play a creature, you need to pay a token, but Ancient Mirror is an item card, so you can just play it for free. So basically, you're summoning a creature that's as strong as the one that you targeted on your opponent's field, and it's completely for free. So that's why Ancient Mirror is a really good card. And I did the old thing I used to do with the backgrounds. I made a video showing an old stage 1 card, and you guys said you liked the backgrounds from back then, so I made a similar style with the backgrounds. Not color pencil, with Copics, making a little fading effect. Came out cool. Then we have Corrupted Soldier, my personal favorite. I think this is my favorite forbidden card. I almost called it a corrupted card because it's a mirror card. So if you play it on this side as a creature, Corrupted Soldier is a stage 1 with negative 500 power and negative 500 defense. But when it leaves the field, you can summon it back as an item card. That's its ability. And its item card is Health Crystals, a stage 1 item card. And it says when this card is in your item zone while on the field, you lose when your health becomes -5. So normally you would lose when your health becomes 0, but now you lose when your health becomes -5. So even if you think you're about to lose, you would actually still be able to survive. So Corrupted Soldier and Health Crystals is definitely an interesting card to have in the game. And then the very last forbidden card we have is my favorite one. One of my favorites is Mainstream Dragon. Mainstream Dragon really looks cool, and it's definitely one of the better dragons that I made in a while. A stage 4 ultra with 600 power and 800 defense. And the first time this card is destroyed by battle, summon it back to your field for free during your next turn. But it's stage 0 and it has 200 power and 100 defense, which is crazy because I think this is the first time I introduced a stage 0 card. I'm thinking about doing something similar in the future with my game, maybe for the next set. But yeah, I think it's really interesting to have a stage 0 card, and it's pretty weak when it comes back, but it basically gives it a second win, because my problem with stage 4s is you can only have one on the field, and then it feels like a hindrance afterwards. And I think it would be cooler if they could be summoned back with your allies, so you can summon it back with some of your other creatures. Okay, let me lay out all my cards right here so you guys can all see it. Comment down below which forbidden card is your guys' favorite, because I feel like we made so many forbidden cards in this game so far. We haven't talked about it enough. I think my favorite might be Decoy. I really like the way Decoy looks. That looks pretty cool. I might use that for the thumbnail. Actually, no. I think my favorite one is Decoy, Time Golem, Corrupted Soldier, and Mainstream Dragon. Those are definitely the coolest looking ones. But comment down below which forbidden card is your guys' favorite. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye, guys. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, wait. I was gonna say wait and add something to the outro, but never mind. We're fine. Anyways, actually, no, I usually don't do never minds. Can someone make an edit of me? If you made it this far in the video, that means you're a pretty big fan of me. I want to see like a cool Dimension Battles edit. I don't know how you're gonna make an edit because I only show cards and my hands, but yeah, could someone make an edit like with a cool song? I always wanted an edit made of me. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye, guys.